What a load of shite. I forgot how dirty I left it. Okay, better clean it up. Nah, maybe later. Well, Happy New Year. Here we go, another year. We're now in 2022? I still keep saying 2021. I don't know why. But then again, I don't know what day it is half the time. So if you're new to this channel or just happened to find this video, I've been living in my rental Kangoo for the last year. And that was until I had a surgery back in November, which meant I wasn't able to drive for about 2 months. So while I was recovering, I went back to my mum's house just to see, you know, the recovery out. I couldn't really do it in this van. It was too small and impractical, really. And also we had Christmas at the same time, so I just thought it made sense just to stay there for a couple of months till I was better. Now, as much as I've enjoyed these last 2 months being at home, I'm starting to feel like I've reached a point where I'm probably healed enough now that I can move back into the van. But before I do, I have to winterproof this van. I don't think I can handle another winter like I did last year. It was too cold because my van has no insulation, no source of heat apart from my own body heat. And yeah, last year it was brutal and I just don't think I can handle it. So I've definitely got to get that sorted, especially now that I've been in the house for 2 months and I'm just so used to all those warm radiators. I'll miss you. So really what I was thinking today is to go down to B&Q and pick myself up some cheap installation and then just stuff it in the back of the van behind the wooden panels, and hopefully that will help take some of the edge off on the cold. Thank you. Also this year for my winter prep, I wanted to make sure I had a heater in the van. I was thinking about going for a gas heater, but then I started thinking about the whole CO2 situation and seeing how small my van is and it's not that well ventilated, I didn't think it was that good of an idea. Now, as my van doesn't have a power supply and everything runs off this power station, I had to try and find the lowest wattage heater I could find. And this one runs on about 1500 watts. So hopefully it won't be too demanding on my battery. Oh. Okay. AC output maximum 150 watts. Okay, well, that's why you always read the small print. Live and learn. Alright, you're going back to Amazon. Well, it was unfortunate that the heater didn't work with my battery. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the heater. It was just my battery obviously wasn't strong enough to make it run, and that's my fault for not checking the wattage on my battery. But you know, oh well. I guess I can start looking at gas heaters again. I can always pick myself up a CO2 alarm, you know, for peace of mind. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to B&Q and I'm going to pick up some insulation so I can start doing the back of the van. I like to pretend that I'm being economically friendly by getting the recycled plastic, but truth is it was the cheapest one. Oh no, so it begins, the first frost of the winter. I better get my van done quick. So I don't just want to be sticking this behind the panels. If you get condensation behind there, this is probably going to start to rot and go mouldy. So what I'm thinking is if I wrap this up like a Christmas present with a vapor barrier, that should stop any condensation from rotting this material. Well, that's my theory anyway. If it works, that's a different story. Well, this is all going easier than I thought. I've just got to pull everything out now and do the same to the inside walls, but fingers crossed this helps, even if it's just a little bit. Freezing. So I finally got all the insulation done in the back of the van. That took way longer than I wanted it to, but it's all done now. And like I said, hopefully it does help the van keep a little bit of its warmth inside. Also, I've just ordered myself a gas heater and a CO2 alarm. So hopefully they arrive pretty soon. And then I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to get back on the road. Okay, so I got a refund on the heater, and as I was going through Amazon, I saw one of those Amazon suggested posts, and I saw a electric blanket come up. So I thought I'd give this a go. I don't even know what this is. Ah. It's just an extra blanket. You can never have too many blankets. Yeah, so I picked up an electric blanket, and hopefully this works with my battery. I'm not too sure. It'd be funny if I got it wrong a second time, but that wouldn't surprise me either. But I'm not going to damage the box, just in case I do have to send this one back as well. I'm going to go set this up in the van. Ah, it's beautiful now I had a chance to clean it. Look at that. Ah, home sweet home. Alright, hope this blanket works. Turn the battery on. AC. Plug her in. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that for a while. Put the battery down here. Well, the battery hasn't cut off just yet, so that's a good sign. I'll leave that for about 10 minutes and see how it gets on. Right, let's have a look how it's doing. It's so warm. Oh my god. Game changer. I definitely feel like this year I'm way more prepared for winter than I was last year. I've got my insulation sorted, I've got an electric blanket. I have no idea why I didn't think of that before. I've got a gas heater ordered along with a CO2 alarm, you know, just in case. So now I can move on to those little jobs that I've always wanted to do but just never did anything about them. The main one being that my bed is not actually attached down, so every time I go around a corner the bed slides around in the back, and that has always done my head in, but I've just never done anything about it. So I've ordered myself a side table which is exactly 32 centimeters wide, which is the space that I needed between the bed and the wall. So hopefully this will stop the bed from moving around, and I get myself a nice bit of storage as well. Win-win. Oh, I hate polystyrene. Oh, it makes my teeth feel funny. Okay, cool. Ta-da! That wasn't hard. Moment of truth, does it fit? Oh no, there's still a little gap. It's going to move around. Okay, no problem. I'm just going to shove a bit of wood between there. That should that should do it. That should do it. Okay, so I've wedged a bit of wood along the side here, measured this out, and hopefully, damn it! Now this is my third attempt to cut the wood to make it fit. At this point I'm just laughing at myself really, but fingers crossed this time it fits because I've run out of wood. Yes. Don't you fall out. Yes. Pretty sturdy. Oh. So I've just had an email from that company I ordered the gas heater from, and they've just let me know that the parcel was lost in transit. So I emailed them and said, well, are you going to send me another one? And they said they checked their warehouse and now it's out of stock. So it's a bit suspect. So it's funny, the only thing that I didn't order off Amazon is the only thing not to turn up. So I now have no gas heater. I have a CO2 alarm, but no gas heater. They said it could be like another 2 weeks till it arrives, which is annoying. The reason why I went with this one is because it was like more of a known brand, and it had all these safety features. If it falls over, it turns off and all that sort of thing. Because the ones on Amazon all look a bit like dodgy, cheap Chinese things, which I'm sure this is still a dodgy, cheap Chinese thing, but you know, I'd rather have spent, you know, 60 or 70 quid on a better known gas heater than 20 quid on some Amazon one that could potentially kill me. So it looks like I'm going to start my first week of van life with a no heater, but that's fine. I did it last year. I've got my blankie. I've got it insulated now, so hopefully that would all help. And it doesn't really matter if I have to wait another week for a heater or so. So yeah, I think I am ready to restart my van life again, which is pretty exciting. So I don't know what 2022 is going to bring, but hopefully it's going to be as good as 2021. Lots more travel, lots more places to see, hopefully more people to meet. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie, I have missed being in the van, funny enough. So yeah, let's get to it.